We breaking the chains of suicide. Yes, we are. We breaking the chains of depression.
My name is Anna Westmoreland. I'm the marketing manager here, and I'm here for myself. Just last year, I was diagnosed with depression. I have battled a lot of suicide thoughts, not quite attempts, but I'm here and I'm strong. So,
amen.
And I'm here for my classmates and friends.
My name is Ryan, and I'm here for myself.
And I'm here for people who feel unappreciated.
My name is Mark, and I'm here for support.
My name is Ashley. I'm here for my student Trina. 2 years ago I lost an uncle to suicide, and I have another uncle who lives with schizophrenia. I also have multiple friends and family members with depression, and I'm also here for myself.
Don't start the stigma. End it now. Don't start the stigma. End it now. Silence to the shame. End it now. Silence to the shame. End it now. No more depression. End it now.
And I'm here as a supporter and as a survivor. And I have all these flowers are represented from family members. So I want to just thank you, RYM, because this has been a blessing for me to be a participant with you. Okay?
I think my favorite part of the retreat so far was the questions where we ripped up our answers, and it was really cool because I felt that that was the part where we all started really opening up, and you could feel it because the questions were digging a little deeper, and you could just like feel the mood shift, but also feel it shift into a place of trust where we could all get into our feelings more.
Oh. Trauma is a life-changing experience, and it's something that's probably going to affect you for the rest of your life.
So I agree with it as well. I think that
we're going through, and like it made me like on yesterday, I found out something with my sister, and it made me want to be here for her.
Promise to be together on this day. We ask that you bless the food and bless the hands that made it. In your name we pray.
It's true. Amen.
Give me the sleeping bag. Give me the sleeping bag.
you gotta go. No, thank you.
No, you don't even get to sleep.
I really enjoyed our experience here at the RYM retreat because on our way here I wasn't in a really good mood. I was thinking about my little sister, and as soon as we got here and we saw the trees and the sun and all the positive energy from everybody that was here, everybody just being so supportive and uplifting, it really just brought me out of the sad state I was in, and now I'm really in a good mood.
They're trying to get away from your bottom. So that's acknowledging feelings. Work that you get her
Or to a business family out of town.
because there are other options to
Or whatever. If I applied for them, I would still be here with my father, and I wouldn't leave because, you know, it's just that's understanding.
Mentor/friend did a good job supporting him in applying the rise because he's learning. So he might not be able to do that on his own yet because he's still just a high school student. But do you think that his mentors or counselors supported him well?
Because I applied, and if I apply, I'm pretty sure like with my A2 average, you know, I passed all my regions, got all my good credits, thinking I'm a valuable candidate. And to get rejected, like, that's like a sign.
But they're not helping.
No, they're not helping. They're not cool.
Teasing and bullying.
Like, I understand. Like, during the class,
Other
like,
girls
you
in
have a good
school?
argument that, like, I'm attentive. Like, I understand.
Graduated in 2005 with my bachelor's in sociology and a minor in urban education and psychology. And then I went on and got my master's in social work. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. Anyone from Brooklyn? And how to remain resilient through tough times.
So, hi everyone. Well, you guys are right here. I'm a new I'm a junior at the university, and I'm from the Bronx. Tip I really give you guys is...
So my name is Nicholas. I'm from Harlem. I bounce around a lot though. And my major is human development with a minor sociology or
I'm actually considering this university, even though it's kind of far from now. I'm definitely going to like put it on my list.
My most memorable moment in RYM is when we went to the retreat and I had some sort of like a spiritual awakening.
And my favorite RYM moment was definitely the Yes Retreat because I was able to get to know everybody better and create bonds and friendships that I know I'm going to be able to carry with me into the future.
One of my favorite moments in RYM was definitely the RYM retreat because I felt like we spent a lot of time together bonding and doing activities, and it reminded me of college. And in college I also made a lot of great friends who are my friends and supportive system today. So the fact that we were able to do that with the kids kind of set them up for the future.
Hi, my name is Shakaya. My favorite moment at RYM would be when we went to the Chris Brown concert and got ice cream afterwards, and we were dancing in the drive-thru.
Whoa, I really don't care. That's my prerogative.
They say I'm...
The most memorable moment that I've had during RYM was the women empowerment circle that we had during the retreat, where we took turns looking at ourselves and others and pointing out positive aspects that we wouldn't really notice for ourselves. One memory that I will always cherish was when we went to the Bad Bunny concert. He is such a great performer, but most of us did not know any of the words he was singing. So we were looking up, translating his words and trying to sing along as much as we could and dance a little bit, but I wasn't gonna embarrass myself. So it was a good time though. It was a really good time. And I thank RYM for all the opportunities and Simone for all the opportunities that we got to see all those cool things. And thank you for a great year.
Alright, so we out here, we out here, you know, experiencing new things, opening our minds and broadening our horizons.
Yes.
2, taking a picture. 3.
Alright, tell us the challenge for the camera. $10, bro. 2 octopus, $10. 13.
Wow. $13.
Oh my God.
You zoomed in, you got it.
This
is what we do. We break boundaries. Riot, riot, hey!
Let
me see.
One thing I've learned in RYM this year that I will take and apply to my life is being okay with being uncomfortable. It lets me know that I'm in the right place at the right time.
One thing that I really took away from RYM this year was to push myself to sit in discomfort, because I'm usually someone who likes to fill that awkward silence as an awkward person myself. And a lot of the activities, especially the ones that we did during the retreat, forced us to really just sit in that discomfort and still feel that something was happening there. So it really pushed me to continue to be aware of that and do it more.
Being in RYM taught me that the goal isn't always to get through our problems. Sometimes it is okay to sit in the emotions and feel.
My name is Alina Johnson, and I am the parent of the mentee Alonzo Smith. Alonzo has been a mentee of Resilient Young Minds, aka RYM, since August of 2019. When Alonzo first joined RYM, it was as a suggestion from my friend Carrie Ann Lewis, and I didn't know really what it was about. But however, when I went to the first meeting sold me. They say your first impression is your best impression, and the first meeting sold me. And he was very interested in it. From then on, he just shot off. He's not so much as shy, but he really didn't know how to express his feelings properly, considering he had went through the loss of losing my mother at a young age. So, and I didn't know how to help him with it, you know, and still have him do proper in school. So RYM has definitely been an asset to him in his schooling, in his personal life, in his home life. You know, they are very active all the way around. They're willing to help him at any time, and I appreciate it. I appreciate Miss Simone. I appreciate Mark, who was his mentor, who lived all the way in New Jersey, but he would come all the way out here just to talk to Alonzo. He kept in constant communication with Alonzo. Carrie Ann Lewis as well. Anytime he needed them, they were there. Text message, FaceTime, whatever it was. He enjoyed the outings, the workshops. It just has been an asset to him all the way around. He knows how to express himself. He has developed better communication skills in school, in home, when it
While at
comes to
RYM,
work.
I learned how you need to talk about your feelings in order for you to let go. And I implement that by having friends that I can call and talk to about anything.
For me this year, I believe that vulnerability was the theme of our RYM year. And so the moment that impacted me the most was when we were at the retreat and we did an activity of releasing our traumas and sharing them with each other. and speaking them and giving voice to our traumas, and then in the end, burning our traumas. That was the most impactful moment for me this year, because it taught me that vulnerability among strangers can be powerful. Not strangers in a sense that we didn't know each other, but strangers in a sense that was probably the first time that many of us shared something so personal with someone that we didn't really know that well, and that we were only getting to know at the retreat. And so it taught me a lot about vulnerability and how powerful it can be in releasing and in bonding and in helping each other understand some of the situations that we've all been through. And so I think in the end, vulnerability brought us that much closer as a group this year. And so that was my most impactful moment for our RYM year, 2019-2020.
Hello, my name is Alonzo Smith, and what I was able to take from RYM this year is the ability to be able to express my emotions more and be able to open up more, because that's something that I've had difficulties with doing in the past.
I would say this year is not so much what I learned from RYM, but just another reinforcement of why I mentor. I feel like all of the mentors at RYM had a lot to give to the mentees. Even though we are, still young in our ages, we were able to provide a lot of information to kids that in their teenage years in order to progress.
So I highly recommend Resilient Young Minds. I wish they had an adult form for it, but I highly recommend it. Thank you, Ms. Simone. May God continue to bless your endeavor and enlarge your territory. Thank you. Have a blessed day.